Coach, you had talked yesterday about the forecheck that Carolina provides. They also provide a great deal of production from their defense. What's the best way to counter that?
Well, you're going to have to block a lot of shots, but they shoot everything. And they don't play around with it a ton when it gets to the top. They pound it right away. But in saying that, I mean, Burns has provided points everywhere he's gone. Yeah. So, they've got some guys that have that ability to put up numbers and shoot pucks, and Burns is one of those guys.
All about following guys into the zone as well and making sure that that third man eye is covered?
Well, clearly odd man rushes against anybody, but especially when you're looking at Carolina is where they are in the standings and their depth. If you give them odd man rushes, it's going to be a long night. But they're a team that just funnels pucks from everywhere to the net. They miss the net a lot, but they retrieve it, and they just put miles on you throughout the game. And they look to beat you up in the ozone, so we got to be ready there.
Playing a team like this, crucial to be aggressive on the forecheck yourselves?
Yeah, you just can't sit back and wait for them to come. We got to be on our toes. We've talked plenty of how they play. Now we have to go hit their D and make it so that they can't break out, and hold on to pucks in the ozone. But ultimately, it's going to come down to special teams, as our power play and penalty kill, how they're going to be. When you're playing, our last two teams are teams that are 1 and 2 in the conference. Their special teams are good, and you got to match or be better if you're going to beat them in their building.
What do the additions of Nick Holden and Jake Sanderson do for your backhand?
Well, Nick's been around a long time. He's not going to get phased. He's not going to run out of position, and give up layups. He's a guy that knows how to play the game. And then clearly Jake provides in all areas of the game, whether it be the penalty kill, the other unit on the power play, his ability to play against the other team's top players. He's a young player, but still a very effective one, and one that can play against anybody in the NHL.
Expecting a bigger role from Gauthier here today or tomorrow with a big fast team.
Yeah, I mean it's his former team that drafted him, so I mean I'm sure he'll be hungry there. He looked good in practice today, and the better he plays, the more he'll play, and we're hopeful that he can earn lots of minutes here.
You good to go here and excited to get back?
Yeah, obviously you never want to be out away from the team, and had a few days there skating on my own, and 2 practices of feeling good and ready to get back in.
In a situation where it's fighting for a playoff spot, how important is it as an all-hands-on-deck approach? You're getting healthy bodies back, or injured bodies back.
Yeah, obviously any time of the year it's important when you are able to get guys back and start getting your team going complete, and so at this time of year it's especially beneficial if you can have that. So every team kind of goes through times when they have guys out, and it's obviously Sandy coming back, myself. It's nice to get back in the lineup for us, and hopefully we can boost. Yeah, in Cam, and hopefully we can boost the team.
7-2-1 in your last 10 games. What are you seeing from this hockey club that's made you guys successful?
Yeah, I think consistency. Earlier on in the year, I think I talked to you guys a little bit. Just you're asking what's the difference and all that stuff, and I think it's consistency. I think we're bringing our style of game more consistently, and that's making it so we get more offense. We're playing a little better defense. Our goalies are playing well. So when you have everything going in the same direction, you can win a few more games.
DJ talked yesterday about how this team dumps the puck in a lot and is aggressive on the forecheck. How important is it going to be to give it right back to them, be aggressive on the forecheck yourselves?
Yeah, obviously they're a relentless forechecking team, and so we need to make sure that we're managing the puck big time. So if we can break out clean and support each other so that they can't have the puck in the ozone, and then make sure when we get it, we're getting it deep and making sure we're holding on to pucks in the offensive zone so that they can't bring one of their best attributes as a team to us.
When you talk about supporting each other, that's defending as 5, right?
Absolutely. It's defending as 5. It's forechecking in 5. You got to work as a group all over the place, and if we can do that, usually you can strip some pucks and break out clean and have a tight neutral zone, which is all things that obviously you want to do.
Derick, when you face the team with the second best record in the NHL, off the top of your head, what would be a huge key for your hockey club?
Well, we gotta need our skating legs tomorrow. They play fast everywhere. They play man on man pretty much in every zone, and they have a lot of success here at home playing that way and under that coach for a while now. And I think we got to come out and skate tomorrow, and taking care of the puck's going to be huge.
Through a ton of injuries, 7-2-1, your team is in the last 10 games. What's been the key to success over that stretch, and how comforting is it knowing that you're getting some bodies back off the IR?
Yeah, I think the buy-in was there. Always been there, but I think we want to play a certain way, and I think every guy's doing it. And I think our best player really showed up the last month or so, and they've been a real difference for a hockey team. And it's going to be nice to have some of the guys back, especially on the back end. I don't know if OD and Sandy are going to be back, but it's always nice when you get guys back from injuries.
Boston, the beginning of this week, strong showing. Carolina tomorrow. Is this the perfect kind of test to show what this team is made of heading into the last 25 games or so?
Yeah, I mean, that's two really good teams, probably some of the best in the league, but we're going to play some really good teams coming up here in the next month. We were looking at the schedule yesterday, and there's no easy game in this league. Even Chicago right now is doing it's created some problems with some really good teams the last few days, and we're taking one game at a time. Every opponent is a huge test for us. We have a few back-to-backs. We have four and 5 games. We're going to need everybody to play and share those minutes. It's going to be pretty hard in the next week or so. But I'm confident we just take one game at a time there and we just play hockey, we'll be fine.
From a Wiley veteran's perspective, or through your lens, what are you seeing from Tim Stützle? How much fun are you having watching Tim, as you said, best players being their best?
I think he's just trying to be a difference maker every night. And, he's playing in every situation. DJ's putting him on the PK as well, and he's taking face-off. He was there the other day on the 4-on-3 against, and he's just trying to be that all-around player and make a difference every night. And he's been a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to be around. He's always smiling and happy to be there. He's really passionate about the game, and he's going to be a good player for this team for a long time.
A couple practices now with Julien Gauthier. What do you see from his game, and how does he complement your style?
I think it's going to take him a few days and a few games just to be comfortable out there, especially with the way we play in the system that we're trying to play here. And but he's just a big body that skates really well, and that's one of the things we're going to need from him tomorrow, and we're going to try to do our best on our line.